He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given... He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall. A child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the... He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your... It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed Had it not been for the Tree of Life, asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma... Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growth. He understands why you came all the way. The potato people, or Nono, You've found one. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. One day, but... Now that he says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma... He lost you there for a while, but no memory. The tree started to die when the... Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation in... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. He wants you to understand that you'll all die. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war, and you're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your action. He's grateful for that.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's...
Take it out now.
There's always another spark.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Put the what?
Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of... The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding... Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. Killed that one. Don't give up now. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Made from strong stuff. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. They don't just let anyone see the Sifu.
Zata is the moi totloho. Kariesne zdace. Paro,
the Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
Nezdatsne okoni.
He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101.
Nezdatsne okoni.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense.
Nalest stari dat.
Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original one.
O visoko dolatsi ne.
There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values.
O visoko dolatsi ne.
Jackney doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become... Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help...
Mali muzamit.
He wasn't sure you'd do that. But it seems your mind took control of that big...
Yeti rekle.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish...
Zanamach.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises, and he wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Ite reki.
Even if you see the world differently, you must hit them as soon and as...
Vlada.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate...
Tankremo.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory.
Tankremo.
Seeing you brings back his memories of...
Yaput.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and consent...
Yaput.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no... Claims to have strange things from the dead zone that are so rare they need to be seen to be believed. Understands... Claims to have strange... Points out they just restocked. A bargain. Shopkeeper claims you won't. Can't hurt to look. Claims to have strange things from the... Says there's usually... Says there's an interesting place nearby that...
Jumble with setback. Jumble with setback.
Says...
Della lavala tsasaruva.
Respects you for keeping balance in your life, but wonders why you're skulking in the dark.
Abara kahituban.
Under... The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Tapped hard. Shot through. Great capper. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You should know. Practice makes... She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. It's your own future you're risking by not caring for... You should look for things that are recyclable. He wonders what usefulness you found. He can work wonders with almost... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considered. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Kala.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Sadutu.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to
Tropalo.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than...
Turi kumbala mua.
You've always followed your own path, but this time... They look determined. Better watch out.
Saluto.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're... There's no way they'll... He wants to know who you think you are.
Mukumana Vaberieki Vakatani.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Ansonbara.
She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so the most important thing is that
Ansonbara.
it's time to focus on... Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for you. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can... He's curious to see what you found. He's all for renewal. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you. Wear it to He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Kalino?
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's all she's ever asked of you. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that... It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. You're lucky to have... Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. Says a good rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Luca from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's... Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.